Hey guys, how to manipulate the field to manifest what you want. That's right. We're going to talk about the field to create what creates an energy, right? How do we manifest whatever we desire or whatever you like? So that's what we're going to touch on today. So I'm going to give you some tips and just some awareness, some enlightenment, so that you could kind of see, okay, where am I going? How does things create? All right. The first thing that I want you guys to understand is that the things we are seeing around us, do not let your brain fool you. Okay, what do I mean by that? The things we're seeing around us, do not let your ego mind deceive us to make us believe that things are really fixed, that we have to try to do something to change our circumstances. That's pretty much an illusion. So when I talk about manipulating the field, I'm actually talking about creating circumstances and events that you can use right now to change your reality. And yes, you can affect the field. So what is this field? This field is an energy of creative force. It is basically what the universe uses to create and put your reality into reality, so you call it, right? So this field exists as waves. They exist as waves, as little particles and molecules, and they're moving around, and they have charges. So everything has a charge. You got a positive and negative charge. Everything has polarity. Even your cells have polarity. Even your cells have charge. Positive, negatives, like a magnet. So every charge you give off sends a frequency or some sort of vibration, and then you can attract it. So what tools can you use to affect this field, right? To put things in your favor, to create whatever you want. So here it goes. So the tools that you can use right now to affect circumstances to change in your favor or to create whatever you want. If you want a new life, you want a new home, you want a new car, whatever you want to feel happy, you want to see your life in a better place than it was before. So here's the tools you use. Number one, the first tool you use is your own physical appearance or awareness. You have to start to look around and become aware. Okay, wow, what's going on here? Okay, I see my reality, I see this, I see that. Is it something that I like? Is it something that, I want to change? Is it something that I want to keep? So that's the first secret. So you have to have the awareness. So once you become aware, right, the next tool you can use to change the field is beliefs. The power you hold in your mind of what you see in your external reality. So you can start to change your beliefs by, here's the number one tip, by questioning them, using your own mind against your own beliefs. For example, you can question your beliefs and say, all right, this isn't working for me. So does this belief serve me? If this belief doesn't serve you, then just choose one that does. So you know what? I'm going to start to choose to believe that so-and-so is easy, or the universe is really conspiring to help me. See that? I just chose a belief that serves me. Now the thing about beliefs are this. Beliefs, they have no intention and they have no awareness. They're just this part of this field that when you put a belief out, it sends a signal, like a frequency, to the universe. This frequency to the universe tells your brain to process this new information. So let's say you used to believe that, it's hard to make success or to be what I want to be or to meet people. I'm so shy, I'm not good at it. I'm always negative. It's hard to be positive, right? That's a belief. Now, if you start to change it every day and say, wait a minute, you know what? There's positive people in the world. I see people meeting other people, so it shouldn't be that hard. I'm going to start to believe now that it's easy for me to meet people, that it's easy to be happy, it's easy to be positive. That sends that signal out, that frequency out into the universe. Now that goes into your brain. Now your brain starts to scan it, and then your emotions change. Your polarity in your cells change now, and you will start to feel happy. You'll start to secrete those hormones or those chemicals such as dopamine and serotonin, those feel-good chemicals. And every day you start to see your brain, your reality changing, right? So that's we got beliefs, we got become aware, all right? What's the next tool you can use to manipulate or change this field? Okay, next tool you can use is your mind's eye, right? What is the mind's eye? The mind's eye is you can close your eyes, see something in an image, visualize, use pictures, look at things and say, oh man, yeah, this looks like what I want. See it in your eye, see yourself. You can use your own mirror in your house. Look in the mirror, then just superimpose yourself on what you want to be. But to do this with the vision, right, you have to do this daily. You got to make it a habit. You got to make it a practice. All right? So that's the next tool. The next tool you can use to manipulate this field now. Remember now, we're targeting our subconscious mind. So one of the best tools to use to manipulate this field is subconscious subliminals. You got to use these affirmations or these programs of subconscious suggestions that bypass your critical divide and go right into your subconscious mind. All right, that's the next tool. What's the next tool you can use? Meditation. You want to meditate. You want to be locked in. Okay, what's the next tool? And here's the biggest tool that you can use right now, and everyone can do this. It's connecting to your true self, your authentic self, or your higher self. When you build a connection with your higher self, you tune into your higher self through, of course, meditation, through being present, through being aware, and just feeling that connection and talking out aloud. Talk out loud. Hey, talk out loud. That's how you're going to connect. And once you connect with your higher self, you're going to get the information funnel into you, and you can change your reality. Or you can influence this field to create anything. Relationships, career, success, whatever you want. Because again, remember what I said, don't let your brain fool you. So this looks real, but it's not. It's all just an illusion processing through the powers of our perception and a hippocampus part of our brain, right? Our mind part right there. So the tools that you can manipulate your reality: visualize it, change your beliefs, become aware, start to recognize what's going on, meditate, build a connection with your true self, it's your higher self. And you have to do this every day. This has to become your new norm. This can't be a fad or just a thing that I'll do a couple of days, a couple of weeks, I'll do it a month and I'll see what's happening. No, you can't do that. Reason why you can't do that is because your brain doesn't work that way. Your brain doesn't work with part-time. Your brain works full-time. Means your brain sees something, you have to send a repetition to it. You have to keep doing it. That's when it registers, and that's when it starts to process information to your subconscious mind. See how that works, right? So, secret, you can manipulate anything and change this field. You can bring new stuff in, and old stuff will go out. You can bring new relationships in, you can bring wealth in, you can bring money in, you can bring success in, because all of that is a part of this field or this illusionary field. And your brain will create a tunnel vision. What's a tunnel vision? You'll shut everything out and just sees what you want. But you have to do this daily, as I said, right? You got to make it a habit. And you know what? After you start doing this, it's going to become so easy. It's going to become normal. And that's when you're going to see the magic. So we just have to start to do that, and you're going to see some great results in your life, all right? So that's the field. So the field in quantum physics term, they call it the unified field. They call it 0-point energy field, quantum foam. It's basically what all of us are comprised of. And you know, if you break us down, right? If you break everyone down, all we are is information, right? We're just energies of information that our brain processes and comprises and like pixels and put us together, and we see these things. But you know, your flesh, your bone, they're made from molecules. Your molecules break down. They're made from atoms and particles. Then you break the atoms down, we go to subatomic particles, which is below the atomic scale. And then we get down to the last component, which is the energy. It's like this vibrating string of this pure energy. That's what you are. Not only you, but everything around you. So keep that in mind. So that's good news, right? That's just, yeah, you should be like, whoa, that's awesome. So you're telling me that I have effect on my external? Yeah. Now here's a kicker for you, right? Not only you have effect on external, like the non-physical stuff you see around you, but here's something even better now. You also have effect on people. Yeah, the collective subconscious. That's right, because everything is connected together, right? So when you influence one thing, you influence the whole. It's like a ripple. It goes ripple, ripple, ripple. You know, so keep that in mind. That's how powerful you are. You just can't see it, you just can't notice it because your mind isn't tuned into that. into that level or that awareness. But you do have it. So there you go. You can now manipulate the field. You do it daily, become a habit. You're going to see small stuff, then boom, 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 big stuff start to come into your world. And you start to say, wow, I can't believe this is working. Yep, it works because everything comes in from a subatomic level. You gotta remember, everything that comes into our reality comes from the most fundamental aspects of quantum physics. Quantum physics is basically the science that shows us how all this comes into existence. Me, this, everything comes into existence. And once you just have to have an awareness of it, then you start to tune in, and then you start to create whatever you want. Got it? All right, good. So that's the tips for today, guys. Thank you.